welcome back. This is day 3 of Snoot Game. Just like a little bit of a sidebar before we begin. A little while ago, I recorded about an hour of footage, um, and I only stopped at the hour mark just because I realized that I forgot to like make sure that my fucking mic was turned on. So just to preface it, when we begin, there's going to be another save file, I think. And that was from the previous run that I've started. So there's going to be a little bit of retreading of old ground, but I have a decent amount of time on my hands before I have to go back to work. So yeah, I'm going to try to make as much progress as I can. Also, just before we begin, I just wanted to say that, like, I did not go into this expecting this to be very good. Like, the comments, like, were sort of indicating as such, but, like, I was sort of prepared for the worst, and I'm shocked to find that I'm really enjoying this quite a lot. Just very good all around, like, gold star. Um, like, I was gonna say, if it keeps up at this pace, like, this might be one of my favorite visual novels I've played in quite a long time. So yeah, let's recap. It was also quite nice too because when I first started this recording, I had like a little bit of congestion going on, a little bit snuffly still, but at least my sore throat isn't quite as bad. So let's plug away. I only have a few minutes, but I can't focus on the assignment. I'll have to take it home as homework. Maybe I'll help you. I take out my phone and consider messaging Fang again. My heart thumps roughly in my chest. Just what is with me today? All this drama. When did my life become a soap opera? Even included a dramatic kiss. I look at my hand, her blood now dried and dusty on my palm. Did that count as a kiss? I mean, it was unintentional. She backed off and all. Jeez, my insides feel like liquid. Surely that's just my disgusted reaction to Spears' scare tactic up there. Nah, this isn't fear. Unlike a bottomless pit, this feeling is pleasant. Yeah, I kind of like it. I wonder if Fang... The feeling intensifies. But why? I only thought of... It's not as if she... But... Do I like Fang? Fuck. One month later. I'm laying in bed on a Saturday morning. It's been raining the past few days, so I've been stuck inside. Not like I had any other plans anyway. The forecast says it should clear up later today. There's no new games out, my backlog is just the perfect size of fuck that noise. I don't even feel like baiting on a certain basket weave in Polynesian form. Blood on my phone is the only thing illuminating my hovel of a home. I scroll through the camera roll out of boredom. At least that's what I tell myself. Interspersed through various memes and screenshot of homework assignments or pictures Fang has been sending. Over the last month, I've been included more in Fang's circle of friends. I never imagined I'd have so many actual pictures on it. Each one brings a vivid memory to mind, usually an embarrassing one, but there's some other ones, like me with the rest of the band just enjoying the atmosphere in the auditorium. My perusal through old pictures is interrupted with a text. Looking for a new band venue. Don't feel like going alone. Do you want to come with? Alone? No, shut the fuck up, alarms. Why alone? Trish has a horn appointment and Rita's preoccupied. Dude, like, back to the story. Alright, where are we dropping? Just show off at my place in like an hour. I need to go now. Okay. This is fine. It's just helping a friend of mine find some place for a band to play. A friend I have feelings for, and we're alone. Just hanging out, calm down, Kanon, calm the fuck down. I boot up my computer and start a gotcha thread on a Taiwanese rum brewing blog site. The soothing replies bring my heartbeat down to an acceptable level. To top it off, I install the mods and then report my own posts so I know they have to see it. I am become a collector of views and poster of shit. By now the rain has subsided. Still feeling refreshed, I grab my jacket and start making my way across town to Fang's house. I like that he lets the light in a little bit. Subtle. Passing through the snobby part of town to catch a bus, my thoughts begin intruding on me. Images of what's to come pass before my eyes unwarranted. Looking for restaurants. Because they'd be good venues, of course. Walk through the mall, maybe? That'd be a good start. The day turns to night and the temperature drops. Offer Fang my coat and... God damn it, no, this is the day... Oh, shit, my stop. I scurry off the bus right as the doors are closing, and I don't forget to thank the driver. The bus stop is luckily only a block away from Fang's neighborhood. There's a few stores open, and the street vendor is gleefully setting up shop for the first time in a few days. She calls out to me as I pass. Some storm, huh? Oh, yeah, it was. People don't usually take the bus here these days. Where you headed? Just over to the suburbs over there. High schooler taking the bus to the suburbs on Saturday. You're going to see a girl, ain't you? I mean, I am, but it isn't like that, you know? Come on, you can't fool me. At any rate, why not pick up a few dogs to impress her? We got ice cream too if she's a Herbie. Maybe later, I'll keep it in mind. I turn to leave. Behind me, I hear the vendor mutter to herself. Ah, to be young and in love again. I pick up the pace. The difference between Fang's neighborhood and my apartment complex is night and day. The smell of burnt tires doesn't hang in the air. Instead, it's a mix of cedar and wet pavement. The knife in my pocket feels excessive as an officer's car passes by. I suppose to someone who's lived here it would seem normal, but to someone from bumfuck nowhere, the suburb felt decadent. Fang's home is easy enough to find thanks to Google Maps' images. It's nice, very nice actually. 2 stories tall and with an expensive, if kind of scraped up, sports car in the driveway. I approach the home, careful to hop up the red stones that make up the walkway in fear of trampling the well-manicured yard. At last I'm at my destination. I stand frozen on the white porch now with the front door before me like the ramparts of a castle. Am I supposed to knock or text her that I'm here? Crap, I've never done anything like this before. Go with a friend to find a venue for a band, that is. I'm gonna text Fang. I don't want to get, or distract attention from, Nacer or Naomi if they happen to be here. Before I can hit send, the door swings open. What is this killing intent? Are you anon? Shit, alarm, shut the fuck up right now, please, I need to think. Yeah, I'm anon. Pleased to meet you, executioner. My pants feel heavy and sodden. Honey, who is it? Oh, you must be anon. Come in. The petite tarot matriarch drags me to her abode. I can see the patriarch's jaw clench as Fang's mother pushed me into the comfiest couch to ever exist. Oh, you must forgive my little Lucy. She's still getting ready for your date. Oh god, I can feel iron sights on my back. While she spoke a mile a minute, I managed to catch some of the words. I ignored the latter because this isn't a date. Isn't that? But, it's no trouble, ma'am. But, I thought her name was Fang. She titters, holding a hand over her sly smile. Oh, that? My little tooth fairy always loves to reinvent herself. Her eyes gloss over, she's pulled into her own memories. One minute she was the prettiest princess pirate, now she's some sort of rock and roll maestro. The imagination she has. What's up, buddy? I look across the coffee table to see Nacer reclined in an equally plushy couch. You good? I breathe deeply, collecting my scrambled thoughts into a semi-coherent state. I'm good. So, nice place. I look at the walls of the room. A little white I could see that wasn't covered by the myriad of family photos. Huh. She really was a princess pirate at some point. Home is where the heart is, as they say. Sweet raptor Jesus on the cross. Oh, is that a sin to think that, with that cross hung behind Nacer's head? I look back to see the cream queen of the Kremlin, a tray of the smallest cups I've ever seen in her arms. Nacer, your mother made us some tea. Oh, isn't she the most wonderful woman? She knows I'm not a fan of that hot leaf juice. Naomi navigates around the house to the coffee table, setting the tray of treats and tea before us. Would you like some, Ben? I'll pass, thanks. Something's not right with what just happened. I look back to where Naomi was standing. The entire opposing wall is covered in various hunting trophies. 2 bears, a whole school of fish, 2 deers, a falcon, and a rhinoceros. I may have made a huge mistake. The love seat to the left of me scrapes forward into my field of view. Fang's father leans back, carefully examining and polishing a golf club. Maybe I could turn his trophies into a conversation piece. Extend an olive branch, so to speak. What gun did you use to hunt these? Gun. My hands fold in my lap and I stare a million yards into the wall clock ahead of me. So, anon, was it? Are you a big fan of golf? Nacer dons a similar pose. I played mini-golf before. That's a good start. Good start. Nothing beats the real thing, though. You ever play golf before, boy? Don't say we golf, don't say we golf, don't say we golf. No, not on proper green before. Nailed it. Well, this is my favorite club right here. A 9-iron. He finishes polishing the head of the club and rotates it ever so slightly so I see my reflection in the metal. Now, irons are by far the most common and most useful out of your standard club set. Anywhere you need an extra push, the iron will do. His gaze makes his way from the club to me as he lays it across his lap. I gulp and sink back into the couch and attempt to hide among the cushions. Of course, this is all due to the solid steel construction and your own efforts. With the right quality club technique, you can almost feel the ball cleaving in twain when you strike it. And I assure you, Anand, that my equipment is of the highest caliber, quality, and my technique is impeccable. Fang's father stands up, stepping on top of the sturdy coffee table. His club is lined up, and I can see my reflection in the impromptu ball. With well-practiced motions, he demonstrates a perfect swing in the middle of the living room. I can practically feel the air sliced in half as the image of the impossibly large pterodon standing over me with the club flashes momentarily. Fang's father laughs heartily, setting the murder tool aside as he reclaims his throne. What fine form, sir. Dear. Fang's father flinches. How many times have I told you about intimidating suitors? This is the first boy our little tooth fairy's brought home. What about Reed? The father shrunk under the patented mother's leer. You know that boy isn't right, dear. I feel a smidgen of sympathy, but I keep quiet to avoid similar treatment from her. Oh my god, Mom, not in front of my friends. Fang is at the foot of the stairway, frustration clear on her face. I look to Fang with my hands clasped together, silently pleading. Oh, are you ready for your date now? I lurch in my seat at that. Oh, no, we're just... No, we didn't find a venue. Just you two, though? Oh god, no. Please, Raptor Jesus, I promise I'll sacrifice a goat if you win this. Why don't we have a double date, then? God, why have you abandoned me? Buddha be a bro, please. I agreed, Acer and Naomi can accompany you. I'm going to personally commit Mass Deicide. 1 second, I just gotta blow my nose real fast. Sorry. Okay. I agree. He looks me dead in the eyes. More people means you're less likely to do something reckless after all. I don't know, I don't think Fang would appreciate... Fang's father puts his arm around Acer's shoulder and pulls him aside. You love going with your brother, right, Fang? Absolutely not. I'm perfectly able to find someone to play without anyone's help, especially his. Come on now, how many opportunities in your youth will we get to spend time all together like this? Hopefully none. But you used to always spend time with little Nacer. Her eyes gloss over again. Like all those times you used to bathe together. Whoa! Fang's father gives a loud pat on Nacer's back and he returns to the conversation. Yes, I think a group date is an excellent idea. We should all go together. Nacer's shaking like a leaf in a monsoon in the middle of an earthquake with a meteor hanging overhead. It's not happening. Oh, it is. Fang and her dad lock eyes. Tension in the room mounts as the stare down draws on. The moment-long eternity finally ends, though. Eventually, Fang flops her head back in defeat. Fine. Let's just get out of here now. Gladly. Naomi gives a little cheer and tugs the silk catatonic Nacer by the arm out the door. I give a polite goodbye to Fang's mother. I extend a hand to Fang's father, and the 8 bones of my palm are squeezed together, being ground to dust under his immense strength. The 5 bones joining my finger to my palm threaten to splinter from the powerful grip. The rest of my bones in my hand try to separate from the vicious shake that Fang's father hits it with. By the time I get outside, everyone else is getting the fancy and beat-up car from before. I guess it was Nacer's. Come on, Nacer, the day is still young. Nacer is still mentally fried as being goaded by Naomi into driving to the city. Eventually, he robotically enters the driver's seat. Naomi ecstatically shoots into the shotgun seat. Fang and I take the back seats. The split second I move my hand towards Fang to ask Nacer chugs his jacket between us with lightning speed. Whoops, look out back there. The look of panic-shitting fear on his face betrays his jovial tone. Poor guy. Anyway, Fang. She looks over. What sort of place are we supposed to be looking for? Fang looks away for a minute with a finger under the end of her beak. Is that supposed to be a thinking pose? Some wide open space where people can stand or sit. Preferably with a mosh pit. Oh, I know lots of places like that. Where? They're at the Gold Farm Gallery in the downtown shopping district. No. Why ever not? I'm not going to play around the ritzy area. There's more stuck-up assholes there than at school. Naomi shrugs and turns back towards Nacer. In that case, we should just park in the middle of the city and work our way around. Sure, that's fine. What are you thinking on? I look at Fang. She's preoccupied with watching the buildings fly past us. Alright then, to the city we go. Naomi turns the radio on, shattering my ears with the most nauseatingly upbeat love song on max volume. I'm left to retch as the song violates my virgin ears with its too cheery tune. God, sorry. In the city proper now, I find myself in a new dilemma. The group slowly makes its way down the sidewalk. Now, Nacer walks ahead and continues to look back at me, his expression anxious and worried. Fang refuses to speak and gives everyone and everything a vicious sneer, and Naomi just won't shut the fuck up. Oh, how about here? It's so spacious and the food is to die for. Oh, I love this restaurant, maybe we can ask them. Oh, and then there's this nice cafe, and they even have a piano. God, this marmalade monster needs to die. Oh my gosh, it's perfect! Naomi stops the group before a large glass window, passes large open room sparsely filled with minuscule round tables and candelabras set atop them. Isn't this a bit too ostentatious? Gaudy? No way! It's wide open. The tables can be rearranged to provide ample room for your audience. Fang looks unimpressed. Come on, let's go ask. The Sarlophalis wraps her arms around Nacer's and bodily drags him to the entrance. Fuck me. Shut the fuck up, Rain. $10 we get kicked out. No deal. You're saying an inevitability, not a possibility. We follow behind the pair to find Naomi pestering the maitre d' for possible arrangements, cringing as the poor man just stares off in the middle distance while Naomi prattles on obliviously. And if possible, could you include me in a dinner ticket option for... The maitre d' looks towards us, or rather Fang, and scowls. Our esteemed establishment caters exclusively to those with an appreciation for fine culture, culinary and otherwise. Might I recommend that you vacate the preferences at once, or will you be requiring an escort? Where's my $10? Up your ass, I told you, no deal. Nacer tugs a bit at Naomi's arm, and she stomps back to the entrance in a huff with him following. Fang, I've decided this place isn't good enough. Sure. Don't be mad, Naomi. He isn't worth getting upset about. Nah, he's worth it. If it were me and the band, they'd all have one less tire on their cars. Nacer raises an eyebrow back at Fang. She responds with a smirk and a middle finger. We've been searching for a place for at least 2 hours now. Fang is barely holding herself together, judging from her angry muttering. A lot of muttering, mostly including words like murder, knives, and in particular genitals as pincushions, with profanity taking up a good half of what escaped her beak. I could see a blood vessel throbbing in her temple. This didn't look good. I positioned myself slightly behind Fang, putting her between me and Naomi. Hey Naomi, I got an idea. Naomi spins on her heel towards the sound of my voice, and the giant grin on her stupid snout stiffens as she sees Fang's looming aneurysm. Maybe we should take a little break. Luckily, there's a small park nearby. The four of us grab some drinks from a vending machine. Fang and I grab a knockoff brand of soda, and Naomi got a bottle of water, and Nacer brought a sports drink. We're lucky to find an unoccupied picnic table with some shade, because the afternoon sun has turned the cool day into a sweltering hot one. Thank you, coastal weather. We sit in near silence aside from Nacer's audible chugging of a sports drink. Ugh. He crushes the bottle in one hand and tosses it into a trash can 5 yards away. Then looks to us with the smuggest grin to ever be seen on a beak. Show off. Yes. Great shot, Nacer. Of course it was, babe. Fang mock retches to the grass. At any rate, I need to go drain the snake. What? Nacer turns and gives a brief wave back to us and makes his way to the public restroom on the other side of the park. Oh, his double entendres are always so clever. Fang slaps a hand over her eyes. I need to go too. Why? Is something the matter? Monthly problems. Do you have everything you need? I have some extra stocked. I have regular, plastic, scented. Oh, what diameter do? Shut up now. Fang stomps away to the bathroom, leaving just the apricot ass pan and me. Do you need to use the restroom as well, then? How tempting. Well, now that you mention it, since it's just the two of us, I've been wanting to ask for a while. How have things been going with Fang? Has she been well? Is there anything wrong? Well, shouldn't Nacer know? Yes, Nacer knows, but I figure I'd ask you as well, since the two of you spent so much time together and all. I hear Nacer talking all the time about how worried he is for Fang. He's such a good brother, isn't he? I'm just going to start filtering her. I just get so worried for her sometimes, too. Sorry, apparently my congestion is back. Fang can just be so antisocial, you know? And she's always avoiding me. I never can get a read on how she feels. Like when she was feeling upset a month or so ago, or just after that concert she gave after winter break. Wait, rewind a bit. How'd you know about how Fang felt sad a month ago? Oh, Nisa told me. The fuck is up with her? Then why ask me? You keep on asking that question. You keep on dodging that question. What am I dodging? Fang clearly doesn't like you. You say so yourself. Yet you keep asking me about her, when you could just go to Nacer. Fang is his sister, after all. Of course, it's just I'd like to hear from you about her. Why me, though? I don't know anything about her. Nacer knows Fang way better than I do. Because you two have been getting so close. You're even on a date right now, Anand. Naomi's pupils dilate and her eyes dance away from me. In fact, you two make the cutest couple. It's the first time Naomi's looked anything other than happy. Are you up to something? Why would I ever be up to something? Because you're not making any sense. Nacer knows her better than anyone else, but every time we talk, you bring Fang up. Why? I've every reason to care. Why? Because... Why? Because Nacer wants to make Fang happy, and so do I, of course. Nami's laugh is hollow, her eyes shifting from side to side. I was only doing what I thought was best for both her and you, Anand. Wait. The first time I saw you sitting on your own on that dirty old bench, you looked like you needed someone to lean on. No. And with Fang, I think back to all the times that beige bitch was asking me about Fang. What a great opportunity for real friendship, Anand. I'm so happy for you. If there's anything Fang needs in this trying time, it's a new friend to talk to. This entire time. Wasn't that Nacer's sister? How wonderful that you're making friends, Anand. Tell me everything. What were you and Fang talking about? I want to know all about it. Fuck, how didn't I notice? Sorry, but I did help Anand pick his electives. Oh, what if you ask Fang for help? I'm sure she'd lend a hand. That fucking bitch. You can thank Naomi that you got off of campus beautification. She's quite adamant that it would be more constructive than homeroom detention. This entire time, she's been pushing me closer to Fang. I must be the biggest fucking idiot. Anand, you've been spacing out. She played me like a goddamned fiddle. Did I miss something? I looked at Nacer, who was completely clueless as to what Naomi has been doing for the past month, just like I was. What would he do in this situation? He's the Boy Scout here, after all. Fitting that the moral compass is a literal compass for a head. I'm part of someone else's plan. Nothing I've done in the last several months was a conclusion reached on my own. Are my feelings for Fang also just a tool for Naomi? What do I even do here? Well, I think that Fang's feelings for us and the feelings for her are genuine, even if the setup to them is artificial. We're gonna wait for Fang. Now, it doesn't matter if my feelings are being used. They're still real to me. And I want to actually help her. Right now, that means helping her find a venue, even if it means being around this coral cunt. Hey Naomi, did you know the 13% of public restrooms? Nacer babbles with Naomi while we wait for Fang to return. Alright, I'm done taking a dump or whatever. Let's go. Wait, why do you smell like smoke? I went to Hong Kong for a bit. Let's go. You know you aren't supposed to be smoking, Fang. Just drop it, you dork. You don't see me bringing up that leopard mankini you have in your closet. Nacer's skin turns a noticeably lighter shade. Is that the only thing in the closet? Oh, fuck, of course not. He's also got this pink... I'm gonna stop you right there. Why don't we continue on now? Nami's holding a handkerchief to her nose with a prominent splotch of red that's steadily growing. Finally. Not even 10 minutes later, we're back where we started. Isn't this one perfect? The stage is so well lit, and Fang seems seconds away from the successful recreation of Jin Qi's assassination of King Zhang. I know it's wrong to poke a hornet's nest, but Fang, you alright? I hate everyone here. Ah, well then, Fang's about to commit homicide. I should ask Nacer to split off for a while. Naomi would back me off if I could convince her I'm taking Fang out on a event. I really don't want Naomi's help though. I could get Fang to ask Nacer to break off, but she's on the verge of fratricide too right now. Hey Nan, are you alright? You got this intense look on you. Oh, sorry. Just trying to think of good places. Guess it's now or never. Let's take the onus off of Fang for a bit. I want to see what Nacer has to say. Actually, Nacer. Nacer slows his gait so he's walking next to me. Is something on your mind? I lean in and start whispering. Yeah, it may be a good idea to split into groups. You're funny. Nacer's brow grows slick with sweat. Christ, what does his dad tell him? This is going to be difficult. Take a look at her, man. You know she doesn't get along with Naomi. His eyes shift back, catching sight of Fang's poorly withheld anger. Ugh. It's only a matter of time before things go nuclear. And as much as I find a catfight amusing, neither of us want to see Fang and Naomi duke it out. Be that as it may, we still can't split. I'm supposed to be keeping an eye on you two right now. What are we whispering about? Raptor Jesus fuck. Naomi is circled around behind us and pokes her head between Nacer and I. Don't worry about it, babe. And I just want to split the group for a bit. That's a wonderful idea. But, babe, you know I'm supposed to... I think you should trust Anon a bit more. Do you really think I'm the frisky type? Nacer looks at me for a moment. Yes. Wow. It's true. I mean, A, go fuck yourselves, and B, I'm not some degenerate. Still, despite his looks, the Anon I know won't end up doing anything weird. You really think so? Sure. You promise to not make it weird or anything, right? What? Whatever, no, of course not. It seems it's settled then. Alright. I trust you, Anon. Naomi grabs Nacer by the arm and leads him around a corner and onto another street. Nacer gives one last worried look back before he's out of sight. What were the three of you huddling about? Fang was walking behind us this whole time. I didn't notice. Oh, I was just getting rid of them. Oh man, you're a lifesaver. It seems like it was either this or someone ends up with a black eye. You think I'd stop at a black eye? Now it's just the two of us. Alone. Oh, and there's the alarms again. I think I'm finally starting to tune them out, though. Fang reaches into her pocket and withdraws a crumpled pack of cigarettes. You got a spare? She shrugs half-heartedly. There's one left. I hesitate. Fang tilts her head. Before she can pull her hand back, I accept the last smoke. I bring the butt to my lips, filling the pod within the filter. Figures you'd smoke menthols. Shut up. And you better share. I don't think I'm getting a fresh pack anytime soon. She hands me her lighter, a little cheap pink Bic. It's quick and easy. No wind to worry about. As my thumb rolls over the top, the tiny ember of a flame sears the end of the cigarette. I pop the pod with my incisor and pull in slowly. The draw is smooth, with a hint of mint to it. The cherry at the end burns dimly as I tap off the ash. The smoke exhaled is wispy and I can feel my nerves ease. Pussy. It's your last one. I want to savor it. I hand her back the cigarette. It's not an indirect kiss or anything like that. I chant as a mantra. Her drag is harsher, burning up twice the amount. She blows out hazy rings, one after another, as if signaling an indigenous raptor tribe. I try to show off now. Well, I bet you can't do it. Fang grins as she hands the stick back to me. It's still good, man. The filter feels moist between my index and middle knuckles. I bring the smoke back to my lips, trying to ignore the wetness of it. I draw in even more, burning up another quarter. I can feel my skin prickle as I exhale a thicker fog. I don't know whether it's because of the nicotine or whose lips I imagine I taste. Fuck. I called it. Yeah, I can. Fang's tail ticks a steady rhythm like a metronome as she takes one last long drag. She blows out a thick cloud and drops the stump on the ground. I stamp on the stump before she can, giving it a solid twist before kicking the dead end into the street. So now what? I think I know where we can look. Please tell me it's not this shitty promenade place. Ah, it's a little true. Where? A little Trudon. Is there enough that we can walk here? Why didn't you mention it before, Naomi? Ah. Fang leads the way, navigating us away from this overly expensive part of town. The little Trudon is completely unlike the rest of the city. Instead of skyscrapers and glass buildings, the whole place is a series of interconnected alleyways forming a plaza. Mostly booths for scamming vendors, but every now and then an actual building can be seen. Countless salesmen call out to Fang and I. Fang just strides past all of them. Just don't make eye contact. She must know the place. One child runs up and gives me a flower to mark me for pickpockets. I toss it in the nearest bin. Good eye. Living in the assets of this place, I picked up a thing or two. The two of us check the sparsely located buildings one by one. I make sure to mark down the foreign squares in a notepad to look up later. Several hours pass as both the sun and the temperature drops. Can't believe we're still looking. These people are usually looking for any way possible to attract customers. Maybe shouldn't have insulted that one guy. Oh, fuck him. Calling me a meteor dodger. Fucking prick. Still, we must have checked dozens of places by now. But why won't anyone have a band? Her reputation, it does so precede her. Fang's pupils contract. Not this again. Her? You people are all the same, thinking that you have to go off. Damn. What? As you can see, her reputation does precede her. Choke on a platter of cocks. Everyone here knows of her, especially of her family. A full platter, stacks high. I look at the... What the fuck am I looking at? Do not think thoughts you cannot perceive. Hi, Xavier. Reed's uncle, then. The uncle you seek is elsewhere. What? Yes, I know of that which you, oh so, desperately seek. Wait, you know a venue? Where? But first, the ritual that must be conducted. Finally, progress. No way. Tell us. Anything to get away from this guy. We will partake in the ancient humiliation that has slain my entire lineage. Even my own family off to this deadly sport before I was even born. The humiliation is diabolically easy, a clutching of earthly currency, for as long as I can stand to hold it. And to the victorious, my own artifact holding me to this flimsy visage, a phone Roomba. A phone Roomba. Only the finest tool to clean your phone. Here, let me show you its brush of majesty. He feels around his fanny pack for one of the Roombas, then holds his phone out in one hand. He puts the device on and it whirs to life, slowly crossing the screen. When it reaches the edge, it beeps and turns around, making a return trip to where it started. After a few trips, the merchant turns the Roomba off and gives us an expectant leer. I just used my shirt, though. Hard pass. Fang, we can find the place on our own. You know, this place is well known for trafficking. Fine, you fucking cunt. I slapped down the money on Reed's baby's family's booth. Very well, the contest is yours, along with this trinket. Head east of this filthy bazaar, and you will find your destiny at Dynamo's. The pizza chain. You will come to understand my wisdom once you reach it. Fare thee well, seekers of musical amphitheaters. The shopkeeper gives one last smug wave to us. All the Adult Swim references, I love it. I motion for Fang to follow and start heading in the direction. After twisting through the endless maze of merchants and frivolities, Fang finally stops in front of the building. We're here. The building is an antiquated Italian restaurant with the words Dynamo's Pizza and Pasta written on a grand sign out front. Pizza, huh? In the middle of a little Trudon? Let's see. I open the double doors for Fang to enter. There's a plaque for the National Registers of Historic Places on the window. Historical, huh? Inside is a homely Italian-style pizzeria. The warm candle lighting against the lattice dividers of the booth casts shades of orange along the walls and floor. The two of us walk up to the reception desk. A very tired waitress puts on a plastic smile when she sees us. Welcome to Historic Dynamo's. Table for two? Actually, we just need to ask the manager something. The waitress rolls her eyes and skulks off. Service with a smile, huh? Working in the industry grates on you. This is a historical place, though, isn't it? Wouldn't they have higher standards for... Hey, if it isn't little Lucy! Fang's skin goes several shades lighter. I haven't seen you since August. Come here and give Uncle Mo a hug. An older T-Rex hobbles his way to us with arms spread wide. Well, as wide as he could, at least. Fang squawks and protests as he's pressed into his apron-covered belly. Uncle Mo, what are you doing here? I'm working, Toots. This is my restaurant. Hold up, your uncle is Mo? Mo is in the Mo that started Dynamo's? No, I mean, I don't know. My baby girl hasn't smoked fire in ages, and who would be this lucky guy to tell me you got yourself hitched already? I feel my own skin warm up now. The old T-Rex laughs louder and slaps his rotund belly. Relax, kids, I'm messing with you. Come on, I'll give you the best seats in the house. Mo wraps his arms around each of our shoulders and drags us through the restaurant to a cozy yet dark booth sequestered away from the rest. We're shoved into the seats and the owner/uncle bends over the table to light the sole candle there. I'm having a candlelit dinner with Fang now. Cool. The hell is happening? Now you twos wait right here while I make my little princess's favorite pie. On me, of course. Mo proceeds to saunter off, pushing through the double doors that probably led to the kitchen. I look over the candle to Fang. She looks how I feel at the moment. Lost, confused. What just happened? I don't know. So... Fuck. Come on, Anon, you can do it. You're part of the team that kicked Reddit's ass in Call of Duty, Jurassic Warfare. Is that really your uncle? No, he's just a good family friend. My dad goes bowling every Thursday with him. That sounds like fun. You ever go alone? Not anymore. All that sportsy stuff doesn't appeal to me. Besides, I have school and band stuff to worry about. Not to mention my dad's a bit of an asshole. The image of a golf club comes to mind. You don't say. Uh-huh. Whenever I'm listening to my music at night, he always yells at the door about audible bowel movements. Honestly, do you blame him? Fang smirks. Maybe not. My dad isn't even really there most of the time. When I do interact with him, it's just these huge orders about what to do with myself. You're going to camp, you're going to Brazil, you're going to some coastal town for half a year. And then again, that last one was more my fault. It sounds like rough. What about your mom? What about her? A pretty standard mother, a bit naggy. She'd always try to dress me for school so I'd look like the biggest dork ever. One time she got me into a denim jacket and jeans combo. Canadian tuxedo. The double denim disaster. How'd you know? Wait a second. Another word, you get hot wax in your face. I'm holding back my laughter behind my fist. And she'd always try to embarrass me in front of everyone. Don't all moms do that? Why don't you tell me, pirate princess? You know, hot wax really only hurts for the first few seconds. That cute look of surprise, though, that will last for eternity. Breathe a word of that to anyone, this candle is going up where the sun don't shine while it's still lit. I scrape the hard wax on my forehead off with one hand. Alright, sheesh. What about your mom? Is she like on heroin or something? No, she's just always in her own little world. Nothing's ever wrong, there's no flaws with anything. No concern is worth worrying about. Ah, yeah, that can't be healthy. Made do so far. Well, for what's worth, you still got Trish Reed and the Stacer. Yeah, the one whose horn is more important than finding a place, my shitty baby brother, and Reed. Fang groans as she leans back in her seat. New guy is the only one I can rely on. My life sucks. I don't know. We haven't found a venue at our shows in a week. Yeah, fucking Naomi. Fucking dad. On the flip side, we're getting some of your favorite pizza at one of the pricier Italian places around. For free, too. But the venue, we still have time. So, pizza first, and then we find a place for your shop. Did someone say pizza? Someone order a fucking pizza over here! Mo slides a large pizza onto the table in front of us. A pizza with extra sausage, anchovies, pepperoni, and ham. Also known as the Mo's Original Media Pizza. Lucy's favorite. I probably sub out the ham for bacon, but that sounds awesome. Might need a little bit of vegetables for some fresher feelings, but I'd order that. I'd order a variation of it anyway. I have to keep that recipe in mind. I go by Fang now, actually. Whoa, the youth are getting uppity with me. You're trying to make old Mo confused, you punk. He gives Fang a light noogie. So what have you punks been up to? Actually, Mr. Mo, we were going to ask. Mister? Yo, punk, you don't need to be so formal. Ah, fuck my head. You youngins, I heard you talking about your parents. Oh man, here comes the lecture. You know, the best part being young is... Mo! We got a code K on line 1. Mo hangs his head in despair. Hold that thought, kids. I got a pissed off mother to deal with. Mo stomps away to the reception desk, leaving Fang with the pizza and me. Hey, free food. Fang piles 3 slices on a plate, catching a few of the anchovies before they slide off. I think I'll only take 1. I'd rather not get heartburn at 18. Man, this place isn't sure as historical for no reason. Even something as ridiculous as this tastes phenomenal. Good thing it's free. I'd be willing to pay a premium for this stuff. Kick Comet Pizza's ass any day of the week. It really hooks you in, don't it? Oh, I didn't realize I was in my own world for a bit. Yeah. It's really good. Huh, she's already down 2 slices. Shame I have to limit myself around the good stuff. Fang picks up her last slice, tosses it upwards, and snaps it out of the air with 1 bite. Whoa. Cool trick. Do you do parties? While she raises her middle finger at the remark, the grin on Fang's face says it's more off humor than malice. you gonna finish that? I look at my half-eaten slice. I guard my hoard with an armed bulwark. Mine. I didn't want it anyway. Mine. I'm quick to finish off my slice to keep it to myself while Fang goes in for a third helping. The pizza doesn't last, sadly, as we continue to take slices. Its life ended in a matter of minutes, when otherwise I would have committed pasticide in an hour. By the end, I'm satisfied, enjoying the feeling of the itis. Uncle Mo sure knows how to make it. Yeah, your uncle's pretty cool. Fang gets out of her seat, legs unsteady as she fights off the need for a well-needed nap. I'll see you at the front. I've got a serious need. For real this time. I snicker and nod. Sure, leave me to deal with your uncle. I force myself out of the booth and casually meander to the reception area. Mo is there, placing the receiver of the desk's phone back. Hey, son, you enjoyed the meal? Definitely. Feels like I'm gonna black out any second. That's what I like to hear. Glad to make his date, then. We are... No? Could have fooled me with that disaster he's called flirting. No, really. Fang's looking for a venue. Her band is planning a show for next week. Really, now? Well, why not have her here, then? I look around the restaurant, trying to find any real place for the band to actually play. Don't sweat the details, kid. Mo grins. We and the boys are used to making room for shows. You just tell my little Lucy got a place, then he's sure to sweep her off her feet. Or what? I think... Huh? Anon.exe has failed. To be young and in love. Listen here, Anon. The secret to love is not shared misery. You used to complain about all the little details of life, but that don't fix his problems. However, you can't be trying to do everything for her neither. Otherwise, she'll suspect you to fix all her problems for her. The secret is support. Support? He's got to be her support. She's got to fix her own problems, but he's got to back her up on them. And from what I'm hearing from my boy Nasa, you've been already done that. I suppose I have. Look at her band practice or on the roof. Like now. Bada bing. Bada boom. Back to work, Jerry. Anyway, be good to her, Anon. She'll be good to use. I raised her right after all. Thanks, Mo. Hey, anytime. I've been hanging around you fools for too long. I can't just ignore the kitchen anymore, you know? Give little Lucy my regards, huh? Sure. Mo saunters back to the kitchen. Now that I think about it, how's he cook with those little arms? I look a bit closer. There's several toy claws hanging on a rack just inside the kitchen door. Somehow I don't think that was something I was supposed to see. Alright, I'm back. Let's hit the road. Maybe we'll find somewhere to play before sundown. Actually, we really don't. Fang freezes in place. How? Your uncle? You asked Uncle Bo if my band could play? Yeah, he seemed pretty excited about it. He's got a stage ready and everything. Fang still isn't moving. Did I do something wrong? It's a blur of motion. 1 second. Fang looks like she's going to start hyperventilating. Next is like I'm wrapped in a blanket of down feathers, being shaken from side to side, with a tinnitus-inducing scream right in my ear. We got a venue! It's so infectious. My arms reflectively support her, wrapping round below her wings. Fang's arms are wrapped around my shoulders as she clings to me. I feel something warm, soft, and somewhat moist press against my cheek. We got a venue! All movement stops and reality resumes. Fang's wings withdraw from around us. She pulls away until only her hands are on my shoulders. My hands are now at her sides, and I can feel her warm scales on my palms. Oh, wow. It's the sound of clapping that causes us to jump apart, faces bright red, breath rapid. Back at the kitchen door is Mo, clapping loudly with his minuscule arms. I suppose we, call Nacer? Yeah, and tell him, right? Totally. Worm Drama's got a venue. Fang smiles softly and nods. Good thing Naomi put Nacer's number in my phone, even though I didn't ask for it. The tone rings twice. Yes? Hey, Nacer. Oh, hold on, I'll put you on speaker. Go ahead. Mission accomplished. We got a venue set up. Oh, they did? That's great. Yeah, we're at Dynamo's place in Little Trudon. Cool. I'll bring the DOS car over in a jiffy. I'm going to punch him. You sure you want us to get you now? Now that you have business out of the way, you and Fang could go do something fun. You know, it may not be such a bad idea, even if it's an idea from the Orchid Oppressor. Good lord, I'm never going to be able to play golf again. I'll pass, it's getting pretty dark. Oh. Alright, stay put. We'll be there soon. Alright, see ya. God, sorry. All's left is wait a few minutes for the ride to get here. Fang is still waiting on a bench in front of one of the restaurant windows. Fuck. She's humming to herself, and her tail is drumming Eurobeat on the bench. I take a seat next to her. By now the plaza has cooled down. Most shops have closed, and the only people still out are returning home after a long day. The two of us sit in companionable silence, save for Fang's humming and her drumming. Her mood is contagious, and soon enough I'm humming with her. I already know the song. It's from the roof. Except more happy. The scene is great. Just Fang and I on a bench in the waning sunlight in the middle of a deserted plaza. Taking the moment in, I almost don't notice Fang scooting closer to me. Mom, Dad, we're home. The ride back to Fang's house went by uneventfully. Fang and I didn't talk about what happened, so Nacer didn't have an aneurysm. Oh, welcome home, Nacer dear. How'd your date go? I'm just dying to know. I am also interested. I don't know how, but he's looking to the exact center of my pupils with no margin of error. So, Anon, how was your trip with my little girl? Dad, why don't you go get ready for bed, Lucy? Fang glowers. Lucy, your mom? I looked at Fang. Okay, yeah, it was a date. It went well, sir. We were able to find a venue, and I met Fang's Uncle Mo. Fang's dad splutters. I've half a mind of bringing you to the station, boy, and the other half of testing my new nightstick on you. Dear, not in front. I wouldn't mind doing this again. Fucking Naomi. Oh wow, the look on Fang's face is really cute. Oh, I'm so happy for you two. I wave as I turn to the door. I'll see you at school, Fang. Yeah, you too, Anon. With that, I exit the door. Once it's closed, I can feel all that bravado evaporate, my legs turn to jelly. I think that's enough excitement for one day. My first step forward towards the bus stop is so wobbly, I worry I end up at Fang's mom's rose bush. It would probably be a good idea to sit and catch my breath before going home, and I take a seat on the curb just outside Fang's house. The door behind me slams open, and I jerk around to see Nacer being shoved down the steps. And don't come back till you finish thinking. The door slams again, and I hear a morose sigh. Ah, man. Anon? Yeah. Why are you sitting here? I'm just catching my breath. Your dad's a bit harsh, homicidal, but close enough. Nacer huffs and shoves his hand back into his pockets. You know, you're the reason my dad kicked me out, right? What? I know he's pissed I so much as looked at Fang, but what do you do? It turns out letting you run off with Fang is just encouraging your degeneracy or something. Sighing, Nacer drops his head on the curb next to me. He kicks a rock clean across the road into the neighbor's mailbox. Impressive. He's a good shot. Has getting kicked out really got you that down? Well, sure. Convincing. What's the real answer? What's you? Well, not much. I just figured I'd ask. He stretches his wings and lays back on the pavement. God. Just figures it'd get to this. Get to what? Me getting punished for Fang's issues. Nacer lays an arm over his eyes. Why'd you need to go alone? You saw her today. She was this close to killing your girlfriend. Honestly, you should be thanking me for that. He waves me away at that. Go on. You're not my therapist. Humor me. Nacer's arm flops away from his face and onto the concrete. I mean, look at it from my perspective. Fang is always up to something stupid. More often than not, she's arguing with either me or my parents. At this rate, Fang will end up in a junkie or in a prison somewhere. I cringe at the mental image of junkie Fang. Mom and Dad have pretty much accepted that, so who do you think all their hopes and dreams go to? Me. With a growl, Nacer sits back up. It's like I'm not allowed to have problems of my own, not allowed to mess up or do anything less than the best. Judging by the trophy case at school, you aren't doing half bad. I wish it was an option to fail, Instead I'm stuck with no room for error and still with a broken sister. And she's still my sister, you know? I can't help but be worried for her. But what can I do? She hates me, and I can't bring up my worries with my parents. Even Naomi notices I get stressed about it. I just want my sister to be happy, to go back to normal. But I don't even remember what her normal is. I don't have siblings myself, but if I did, I certainly would have trouble doing all you're able to. That selflessness by itself should help you, right? Selflessness? Are you kidding me? Her friends would be destroyed if Fang just dropped all that. Who am I to even wish you were different? So you're getting all this worked up and you aren't even sure it's the right thing? Yeah, I guess so. I try and parse everything Nacer's bitched about up to now. I guess it's time for Dr. Miss's psychological response. You know, Nacer, have you ever just considered just not? What? Nacer practically lunges at me. I hold my arms up in supplication. I consider what to say. Mo's advice drifts to the forefront of my thoughts. Well, hear me out. Just consider this. Maybe it's not your job. I mean, you go out of your way to try to help her. Hell, even Naomi has tried. But maybe Fang's problem is her problem to fix. But, I met your uncle today. Uncle Mo? Yeah, and he had some advice for me. He said he needs someone to support her, not fix her problems for her. Isn't that what I've been doing? Do you remember the show in the auditorium? The perturbed pterosaurus sags as he recalls that disaster. Oh. Look, man, you got a lot of problems of your own. Maybe you should handle those first before you try to fix your sisters. Well, if Uncle Mo said so. Well, why did he tell you that? Shit. You know, just advice from an old guy. You know how they love to give advice. His head shakes side to side, dismissing my dismissal. No way. Not Uncle Mo. He'd never give you the time of day. Shit. Look, he just wanted to give me some advice for Fang, and now I'm giving it to you. So drop it. No way. Advice for Fang. Saying it was a date. Do you like my sister? I wasn't the one to call it a... That explains a lot. Shit. But I didn't... Oh god, what would Dad think of the kids? What the fuck? Hey, hell, if Dad finds out at all. Nacer. He pauses, the look of shocked disdain still stuck to his face. At this point, it seems like you just want to be a stressed out mess. Maybe I do like your sister. Sure, she's rude, violent, maybe a bit bipolar. She's impressionable, self-centered, stubborn, the list goes on. Are you looking to taste some concrete? But beyond all that, there's more to her. Like her passion, Nacer. She adores music, adores playing music, and she has these moments where I can see the softer side of her. The pop of knuckles from Nacer tells me I should rephrase that. I mean, it feels like I've gotten to see a side of Fang that she hasn't shown anyone else. A side that's willing to give a loser like me the time of day. And that's enough. I don't know, man. This is all uncharted water. Like, how did you and Naomi get together? That is a very long story. Well, how long? About 2 school semesters, 30 track meets, and a school election. So about a paperback book then. Sure, why not? Nacer hums and reclines back onto the pavement. Sheesh, how do we wind up talking about our love lives? Speak for yourself, man. I know fuck all about this stuff. And do you think I do? Nami's the one that makes all the plans and stuff. It seems like she does that a lot. It's just the way she is. Anyway, I think Dad's had enough time and beer to cool down now. How long has it been? About an hour, I think. Wait. I swiftly withdraw my phone and check the time. Ah, fuck, I'm gonna miss the last bus. I can give you a lift. I'll let you find out I live in the shittiest part of town. No, it's fine. If I run, I think I can make it. Well, don't let me keep you. I'll catch you at school on it. Yeah, sure thing. And for what it's worth, you're not like the monkeys we hear about all the time on Dino News Network. The kind that hang around this part of town called Skid Row, you know? I'm just gonna ignore that. Thanks for sticking around a bit. It's nice to finally be able to tell someone all that. I like the subtext that he's not able to talk to Naomi. I wonder why. I wave Nacer goodbye as I get up and start jogging for this bus stop. I'm mentally fatigued after everything that's happened today. I check my phone for the time. I open up the browser and go to a familiar Pseudocon sword-swallowing IRC. Guess who just got back from a perfect date? 12 replies from a single post. I think that's a new record for me. Cool. So I think that was about where I was at before I realized that my mic was turned off. God, sorry. Clearly I spoke too soon on the whole sinus front. I'm probably going to take more intermittent breaks to blow my nose, but... The week's been a mix of excitement and trepidation. More excitement for Fang and the band, and trepidation on my part around Fang. Having come to terms with how I feel, I just can't stop noticing all the little things she does, like her cute tail wagging to a silent tune, or her weird and funny way of eating, or how soft and huggable her wings look. Raptor, Jesus, if this is what love is, I kind of want to sample Buckshot. Yet, I don't want it to stop. Even now, as Mo and Reed work on clearing the floor of tables making noise, and I'm drooling like an idiot as I watch Fang bend over a large amp. Even now, her tail wigs that mysterious beat in her head. Not to mention the way those jeans hug her hips and ass. Huh? Aren't you supposed to be helping? Oh shit, right. Yeah, right. I'm just moving this table. I picked the last table up from the floor and hurriedly moved it to the suspiciously large glass storage room in the back of Dynamo's. I set the table down with the rest, right next to the seemingly out-of-place buckets of cement mix. Looking out from the closet, the joint is actually pretty big. The area is a good 150 by 200 feet, so without the table, there's enough space for at least a few hundred people. Impressed, I let out a low whistle. I'm on time, right? Nice. Where'd she come from? Huh? Who are you? We've met before. Wait, what? Stella, right? From the school gardens. She gleefully nods. Yes, Rosa should be coming any minute, too. I haven't spoken to either of them since campus beautification. Well, other than Stella through the bathroom door, but that doesn't really count. But Fang and the rest will be happy they have at least 2 fans, right? You know, there's always room in the gardening club if you still want to join it, huh? There's no way I'm going back to that sort of prison labor. I look at the pale green spine-covered thing up and down, including the Opie shirt she's wearing. What the fuck? You do know what your shirt says, right? Stella gives a quizzical look and glances down at her shirt, her face turning bright red. Oh my, this was the only clean shirt I had. If I didn't feel the way I did about Fang, I think Stella's stammering was kind of cute. Suddenly her face lights up and her eyes return to me. Wait, you like anime too, don't you? Play it cool, Nod. Don't need to reveal your power level. I mean, I don't see why we shouldn't get to talk to her about this. I've seen a bit here and there. Why not? That's amazing. I don't have anyone else I can talk to about it. What's your favorite anime? I love Precure. Wrapped in Jesus on his cross of rock. It takes all my strength not to physically cringe. Ooh, we should watch it together sometime. I have the box set of every season. We could marathon it over a long weekend or something. Maybe some other time. I'll just block my calendar for this, maybe for after the heat death of the universe. Anyway, the show isn't for another half hour. I wanted to ask you before, what did you think of your fortune? I kind of forgot. You got the judgment. It doesn't ring a bell. Oh, well, how would you like another? I've got time to kill, sure. She pulls out her deck of tarot cards from somewhere. Where the fuck does she hide these things? Anyway, she fans the deck out. Alright, take one. I take one at random and I show it to her. Oh my, inverted empress. You need to be wary about future negligence, none. What the fuck does that mean? Gotta go, nature call, see you at the show. She flees in denim, pissing fear. Well then. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I step into the stage to see the band's point of view. And then promptly trip. I love that animation. Ugh. What the fuck was that? There's a loose cord over my foot. That's probably not good for the show. I stand up and wipe the dust from my pants. Trish is the organizer. Right now she's giving Reed a lecture on why it's probably a bad idea to put Carfenton in the smoke machine. Hey Trish. Trish looks over her shoulder and Reed's face lights up. Can you come here for a sec? Trish sighs, points between her eyes and Reed's, and stomps over to the stage. What do you want, Skinny? I just tripped on one of the wires up here. Sucks to be you. Bitch. Should I plug them all into a surge protector so you guys don't fall during the concert? What? No, of course not. We won't trip. I have that on good authority. Whose? Reed's. And you trust his word on something like this? Well, sure I do. He's the expert in this stuff and all. Before I can object, Trish turns away and runs after Reed, who is huddled over the smoke machine. Well, seems like he's got that handled. Trish seems pretty confident that Reed knows what he's doing with the stage, but Reed obviously doesn't understand cable management. Whatever, fuck Trish. It could be a serious hazard if I leave them like this, like a fire hazard or something, I think. I'll just put them all on one of Mo's surge protectors. Oh no. All of them in one surge protector is probably going to start even more of a disaster. And done. Now that's taken care of, I glance at the pizza-themed clock on the wall. 30 minutes until the show starts. The band is doing one last sound test. Reed's bass drum bearing under the worm. New logo for Worm Drama. This doesn't look half bad. Trish has a wicked grin on her face, and I can practically see the dollar signs in her eyes. And Fang. Fang looks anxious, hangs ringing the strap of a hollow body electric guitar. I consider what I'm about to do is extremely stupid, but hey. She jumps a little as I step back on stage. Her knuckles are bright white as they strangle the leather strap. Hey. The secret is support. I offer her my most supportive smile. You've got this, Fang. I don't feel like I do, though. You do. You've been practicing all month for this, and you've improved immensely since your last gig. I have complete faith in your ability to play guitar. Don't worry so much. Just don't fret about it. You'll be fine. Trish rolls her eyes, reads vacant stare as a bit of approval. At least it wasn't a dinosaur pun this time. I'm not that unfunny. You are. Fuck you, I'm hilarious. No one thinks that, you loser. Don't you have something to be triggered about? You can't use that word. That's our word. I just did. You want to see me do it again? Ladies, please. Shut the fuck up. We've got sweet music to play. Showtime. I take my eyes off the stage and get a read on the crowd. Easily a good 100 people showed up to see Worm Drama, better than any of us expected. The look on Fang's face when everyone began filtering into the restaurant was priceless. They were on the last song of this night, the bizarrely long name of which I missed. I just gotta ask, why is Hitler riding my bike, pretending to be a monkey? Alright, Reed definitely wrote this one. The man really has improved, as opposed to booing and pointing at the audience listening intently. I know he's tripped so far. At 3 a.m. in the morning on a... As if right on cue, half the lights on stage cut out. Trish strummed silently before giving a confused glance at the speakers. Tuesday? Fang fell out of tempo with Reed's drum, stumbling over the end of the song. It's silent. I began to clap, followed by several other patrons, including Stella, who looked seconds away from being curb-stomped. Rosa is on the other side of the room, too entranced by the music to care. Yeah, I kind of figured. My eyes scanned the room before noticing Trish, the sheer vehement rage radiating her, visibly distorting the air around her. Fuck. My jaw aches as I picture myself in Stella's place, courtesy of one pissed-off woman. Before I have the chance to escape, I hear my one saving grace. Anon! Fang reaches me before Trish reaches the save, extending her hand for a half five. We did it! No thanks to that asshole. Oh no. What's wrong? Skinny sabotaged the show. I told him not to touch the wires, and look what happened. I was only trying to help. Trish holds up her hand to my face, waving the other around in grand gestures. You ruined the big finale. We missed our chance to make it big. Why is it only my base cut out anyways? Are you actively trying to ruin us? I told you Reed knew what he was doing. Do you not trust him and I? Tears trickle down her sweat-glazed face. Is Fang really the only one here you care about? We exist too, you know. This hypocritical bitch. The sharp words cut right through me. Jeez, Trish, the show went great. Our first good concert. The crowd actually clapped this time. No thanks to him. I didn't do it on purpose. Even though you deserved it. Before she could interrogate me further, Fang grabbed Trish on the arm. Trish, didn't you say you wanted to set up our merch? Trish winces, then gives a begrudging sigh, lowering her accusatory finger. Ugh, you weren't worth it. Trish storms off, leaving Fang and I alone, and Reed, who was listening the entire time. I know, dude, you really should trust others, you know? It's like they say, trust is the building block of our economy, or something. What? There are two kinds of people in this world, bro. People who believe and people who trust. And you believe in something false, your impulsiveness. Before I can begin to comprehend Reed's capitalist sermon, my ears are assaulted by very Italian yelling. Hey kids! Look at this here apron. Reed looks almost jealous of Mo's new garb. Nice strides, compadre. Hey, someone took my apron. Get back to work, Jerry. You're on the clock. It looks nice, Uncle Mo. Anyway, he's all going to be helping with the cleanup, right? I look at the absolute mess around us. Fuck. An hour later, I'm stuck mopping up where the mosh pit once stood. As my mop head gets trimmed red, I pray to God this is from Stella. Rosa wanted to stay and help clean, but... I'm so sorry, Stella. Come, I shall nurse you back at my home. I'd feel more sorry for Stella, but Rosa looked capable of helping her. My god, that's a lot of marinara. Yeah. Fang and Trish are trying to divide and carry out the stage. The mop really isn't getting much from the floor. Am I supposed to have a bucket or something? Yo, none. Reed crosses right through the puddles, trapping grimy footprints without a care. Hey man, what'd you think of the lyrics? What were you on when you wrote that? Reed rubs his forehead, struggling to remember more than 10 minutes ago. I don't know, man. The floor, maybe? But I also distinctly remember floating. Yo, dude, we've been doing this since junior year, right? This is the first show that anyone's actually liked. It was wild. We've only been playing together for a year. You know what, man? Crazy how time flies. Man, back when Trish had these crazy long horns and glasses. Now there's a thought. How would Trish even look with glasses? Actually, how would glasses even work on any Triceratops? Fang wasn't Fang. What? Probably shouldn't have mentioned that. Fang wasn't herself? Honestly, that's probably something to be left for Fang and Fang alone to talk about. Sorry. Right. Only thing to say the same was like me in my car from bro. How long has he been on this stuff? It was almost like a totally different time, man. Before I even got a moment to picture what it might have been like not even a year ago, Trish appears before Reed. She looks like she's about to snap both of our necks. Hey Reed, what are you two talking about? Just talking about some memories of the band, Trish. You didn't tell him anything about me, did you? Glasses. Reed, you ass. Reed just shrugs. By this point, the restaurant has been mostly cleaned up, with only a few tables left to be put back. So now we show you ours, and now it's your turn to show us yours. What, out here in public? I didn't peg you for the kinky type. Trish inhales sharply, visibly trying to master herself. I met with your old school. That's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Come on, Anon, don't you have any good memories for your old school? Oh god, no. I'd really rather not talk about it. Why not? You told me about your parents. That seems to catch Trish's attention. Shit, and that look of expectancy from Fang, too. I guess it can't hurt. Well, I did try to get music at one point. With how much you need my help in music class? I didn't say I was good at it. I was just clicking buttons and seeing what stuck. And spoiler alert, nothing did. That got a giggle out of Fang and a look from Trish. By the way, no, I saw you talking to that Stella girl before the concert. You have something going on there? I feel a pit in my stomach as a look of betrayal crosses Fang's face. Right in Trish's trap, hook, line, sinker, and rod. The end. I do not have a thing for... Who? Thought you were like talking about what's her face. The one with the Dino Duel cards. I thought those were Pocket Raptor cards. Were they hand egg cards? Moving on. Anyone back home you had your eye on then? Nobody at rock bottom was worth the time. Fang's face softened, almost in a silent sigh of relief. I didn't pick Fang for the jealous type. Interesting. Is there hope for me yet? Rock bottom, huh? I don't think you ever told us where you're from before. Shit. Oh, I haven't. Huh. Who really cares where you went to last? Yeah, man, it's just school. Was it in the sticks? Not exactly. It was certainly lower class, though. I used to buy bulk soda and sell them to stupid kids for lunch money. Yo, my man. Reed gives me a fist bump. I usually just go places on a crappy dirt bike, leave donuts in parking lots where I'm sure nobody was looking. Sounds like you were pretty cool at your last school. I don't know about that. Sure, man. I don't get why you left in the first place if you had it so good. Oh, no. Oh, actually... Think of something. I had to leave because of, don't say something stupid, you only get one shot at this. Family issues. Nailed it. Bummer, man. I'm glad you're here instead. Yeah, thanks, man. Sounds personal. I guess we shouldn't pry. We're all friends here, after all. I guess we all are friends at this point. To varying degrees. I let a content smile creep onto my face. Hey, you stupid kids! The Tyrannosaurus stomps over to us from the kitchen. Great job again on the show, you punks. I knew my little Lucy could pull this shindig off. He clamps one of his tiny hands down on Fang's shoulder as he reflexively tries to hide her face with a wing. Alas, I'm expecting a late night visitor, so I need you punks to piss off. Come by for a slice sometime, yeah? Thanks, Mo. Yeah, man, thanks so much. Now scram these kinds of different kinds of cleanup to deal with. My man. And repressing that. A few weeks later. Things have cooled off since the concert back in February. There's no major events coming up, so the days have gotten longer. The weather has started to warm up as well. Each morning I've been walking through a thick blackened fog that always dissipates by lunchtime. It's a drastic shift compared to the hot-cold binary of flyover life. Maybe I should ditch the jacket soon. Now, there's no way of showing the world just how much of a lanklet I am, even if it means being grilled alive. Jesus, None, you look like you're dying right now. The sun can go fuck itself. Fang chuckles and pats my back as I lean over my desk. On second thought, tank tops seem cool. Rhea's usually wearing one. Alright, class, the principal's got something to say, then you'll be leaving early. With that, we were all directed to the auditorium. We didn't have assigned seating, so I immediately thought of sitting with Fang. Knowing better than to look through the ocean of students, so I followed my nose to read. The fetid raptor was sitting in the very last row with Trish. Yo! Reed's bellow easily eclipses everything else. I wave back, hurrying past my awestruck classmates to claim my rightful throne. Hey guys, saved you some seats. I take a glance over to see Trish pouting. Fuck, he found us. Last students trickle in through the doors and take their seats. Mr. Kaldewski takes the stage with an electronic mic. Alright, frickin' settle down, kids. We got a special frickin' announcement from the frickin' principal. We got frickin' midterms coming up, and he frickin' feels the need to give you all a frickin' pep talk. The audience collectively groans. Fang and Trish throw their heads back. On cue, Principal Spears takes the stage. Mr. Kardewski hones the microphone out to him, but gets ignored. The student body covers their ears in preparation. Alright, you little punks. Like the man said, we have midterms to deal with in just a few weeks, and I don't want to see any of you slacking. Only the best efforts will be allowed. These scores may not affect your overall grade, so many of you may decide to disregard them. It's a weak mindset like that that can and will trap you. These tests are for you to see if you are on the right track or not. I expect you all to ace these exams because Volcano High is the best school there is, and I teach the best students there are here at Volcano High. Are there any questions? Judging by the dead silence, there wasn't any. The principal gives a single approving nod and exits stage right. Alright, you kids, you're free to frickin' go. With that, the sea of students begins to funnel out of the auditorium. The four of us wait until the auditorium is half empty before getting up and making our way to the door. Our motley crew makes it out to the front lawn of the school, and Reed falls flat on his back in the freshly mowed grass. Later, guys. His breathing becomes a rumbling snore. So, Fang, are you actually going to study? We can go to the library. There shouldn't be anyone there. I don't think I'm allowed there anymore. I wasted too much bandwidth. Fuck using my own data to pirate all these games I'll probably never play. I wasn't asking you, douche. I kinda just want to go home. Okay. Talk to you later, Fang. Yeah, later. Fuck you, Anon. I didn't even do anything this time. Fucker. Whatever. See you Monday, Fang. Before I can turn away, Fang's hand catches the sleeve of my unnecessary sweater. Actually, I was thinking... Fang's grip loosens my arm, leaving her hand to rest on my forearm. You want to study at my place? I kind of need help with science. Sure, wait, wouldn't your dad to make me into a hunting trophy? I don't think you're that good of a catch. Ow, my ego. Besides, he's working a late shift tonight. My mom should be out clothes shopping or something. Again. It's okay, Nan, you're just going to Fang's house. Alone. Just the two of us. Bill Withers, shut the fuck up, holy fuck. Okay then, so how are we gonna get to your place? Shit, the bus. We can make the last one if we run. Oh, go fuck yourself, Bill Withers. We make a mad dash to the last bus. I'm sweating like hell by the time we get there, made worse by the fact that I'm still wearing my jacket. Still must not take off. Must not expose skeleton arms. After a little while of being simultaneously fried alive and bathed in sweat, we finally make it to Fang's place. I obviously thank the bus driver again. Wait, alone with Fang at her place? Bill Withers begins to blare inside my head again. God, just fuck off, fuck. Come on, Anand, we can study in my room. Well, that seems like a pretty good place to cut it for now. I only have about an hour and a half before I have to start to worry about getting to work. So I still need to make myself some lunch and stuff. So next time we play Snoot Game, we'll go do some studying. Till then.